Hey everyone, this is Dan from the Strength Coach Tutor. The NSA was kind enough to give us 5 new practice questions at the end of the new DCO or detailed content outline. Let's go ahead and take a look and walk through them together. Let's go ahead and go through question number 1. Which of the following shoulder movements and planes of motion are associated with the upward movement phase of the side lateral shoulder raise exercise? The correct answer here is going to be abduction frontal plane. We know abduction is going to happen in the frontal plane, and doing any sort of dumbbell lateral raise exercise for the shoulders, that's going to happen in the frontal plane as we're doing shoulder abduction. Question number 2. An untrained college-aged athlete begins a resistance training program. After training for 3 weeks, her strength increases dramatically. Which of the following is the most influential factor responsible for this improvement? The correct answer here is going to be choice C again, which is improved neuromuscular efficiency. We know that early strength gains, especially when someone's a novice to the weight room, those early strength gains are going to be attributed to this improved neuromuscular efficiency. Let's read question number 3. What is the minimum amount of carbohydrates that a 132-pound or 60-kilogram competitive Olympic triathlete should consume on a daily basis? So first, when you read the question right, we know that a triathlete is going to be an endurance-based athlete. We know that the carbohydrate recommended intake for aerobic athletes is going to be 8 to 10 grams per kilogram of body weight. So they're asking for the minimum amount of carbohydrates. So the lower end of that recommendation, right, is 8 grams per kilogram of body weight. So I take that 8 and multiply it by this person's body weight of 60 kilograms. 8 times 60 is going to be 480, and that is going to be choice B, 480 grams. Moving on to question number 4. When running, which of the following contributes the most to minimizing the braking effect of a heel foot strike? The key word here is minimizing that foot strike. Usually when we think of heel strike or foot strike, when referring to gait, we think a lot about eccentric forces. But when we're talking about minimizing those forces, we want to be taking that step as quickly as possible and minimize that ground contact time. What's going to help us get through this fastest is that concentric hip extension, getting that hip through its range of motion. So that's going to be choice B there, that concentric hip extension. Lastly, let's move on to question number 5. Which of the following components of a mechanical load is the least important for stimulating new bone formation? The correct answer here is going to be rest periods. Rest periods do not have a really significant impact on increasing bone mineral density or stimulating osteoblast activity. The 2 main factors that we know that do improve osteoblast activity and improving bone mineral density are going to be the magnitude of the loading, which is basically how much load you're putting on someone, and then of course the rate of loading or how fast that load is being applied to the individual.